Hello, guys. Welcome to Christopher's Entertainment Blog. I am your host, Chris. Welcome back for another review video for Supergirl, Season 1, Episode 17, entitled Manhunter. Wow, can't believe we're on the 17th episode already, and only a few more left in this great season. But I enjoyed this episode. I really liked the fact that we got to see a lot more backstory for Martian Manhunter. I find his whole story of where he's from, his people, his whole backstory, I think is quite fascinating. I really hope they do more of his backstory later on with stuff that happened on Mars and everything. I think that would be fantastic. We got to find out what really happened that day when he assumed the role of Hank Henshaw, when he took over the body of Hank Henshaw, or the form of Hank Henshaw. So, and we find out what happened to Jeremiah Danvers. We found out, Dean Cain. I like Dean Cain a lot. He's a great actor. And I was happy that we finally got to see more of Dr. Danvers in this. That was great. And in the end, we find out that he's still alive. I mean, that's insane. I was like, oh wow. So we might actually get more of Dr. Danvers once they rescue him or whatever from that terrible place, Project Cadmus or whatever it's called. Um, so I really hope that we get to see more with him in a few episodes or whatever. That would be great. I don't think he'll become like a series regular or anything, but I mean that would be cool to have him around occasionally, come in and out. That would be great. But overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was really cool. I really felt that Alex was strong in this. She was really, really strong in this. Hank was really good in this as well. Um, great, great, great episode with them. Uh, the character of the Colonel Harper, James Harper. I hated that guy. His like racial like overtones towards aliens or whatever. I really wanted to punch him. I really did. But he did a great job. The actor. I forget. I'm blanking on his name right now. But he did a great job because I really wanted to punch him. And I think maybe and then in the end, John Jones actually erased his memory. So I thought that was fantastic. Um, but in this episode, we got to see Lucy, and I haven't been the greatest fan of Lucy. I was glad that she was gone from her what she was doing at Catco or whatever. And when she showed up here, I was like, oh no, another episode with Lucy. But believe it or not, by the end of this episode, I was actually on board what I think they're going to do with her, and that is make her a part of the DEO. It's great. I think that's a great idea, and I actually like her in that role. And she's on board with it. She's actually friends now with Supergirl. She knows who Supergirl is now. She knows it's Kara, so she knows she's in the loop now. So I was like, well, that's kind of cool. They're going to make her head of the DEO. I'm actually liking that role, so we'll see how it turns out. I was a little sad though to see Hank and Alex leave. It seems like they're going to be on the run now. I don't know how that's going to work. If it's going to flip over into the next season or at all. I mean, it seems like they're going to be on the run. I really hope we get them to be around regularly. I hope that they're not just going to periodically jump in and out of episodes. I mean, because I really liked Alex this season and Martian Manhunter. I think they were great. So that's maybe a small type of a negative. I just hope we get more of them next season and not just periodically jumping in and out. But yeah, I haven't really liked the Siobhan character either. And the stuff with her, she's like a terrible person, terrible person trying to get revenge on Carr by writing that false email and just terrible stuff. And then she was drunk and on top of that building, and then she falls over. This might be another negative because they haven't explained yet about how does she get this power of being the banshee. Just she falls over. She should be dead, but she somehow did that banshee scream and it saved her life. I really hope we find out how she got these powers or what's going on there with that. But I haven't really liked this Siobhan character either. But I might like her as the Banshee. So I mean, I've seen some images or pictures of the Banshee, so she looks really cool. But I really hope that they go into more depth of how she got these powers, because right now it doesn't make any sense at all. But I'm sure she'll be great in the next episode when she goes full on Banshee mode. But overall, guys, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a really solid episode. But if there's anything that I may have missed that you guys want to talk about, please write in the comments below. But that will do it for me for this week. I will see you guys next week for another Supergirl review. Until then, take it easy, guys.